Peace and love, family. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And my name is Queen Tamara and of Astro Healing Arts Wellness Center. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me this evening. Thank you for your patience. We started a little late today. We were having some technical issues, and it's all good and all is well now. So, welcome and peaceful greetings. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And I want to take a moment to make an announcement really quick about the light activation series that's going on the Heal Humanity 2 YouTube channel, and that started on Monday 12/12 as a part of the portal that opened, and it's going to continue. Is going on and going strong until the winter solstice next week for 12/21. And so you can tune in to it. If you check out the YouTube channel Heal Humanity 2, you will see the times and date for your time zone. So that is going on now, and you will see me leading one of the meditations and prayers. And like I said, it will be continue until the 21st, and it's called Light Activation. And that is a part of what we're going to be talking about this evening. So I strongly encourage you all to watch and follow some of the things that they're suggesting to help bring and usher in the light on our planet. So tonight's topic is the Winter Solstice 2022 and preparing for it. I've talked about the solstice several times on my channel. So if you are someone who watches on a regular, which I'm sure you are, you will see that I've done several videos on this topic, but this year is a little different. This winter solstice is a little different. They're all special, they're all unique, but we want to approach this one with the intention of being more conscious creators because of the energy that is present at this time as we're going through this paradigm shift on our planet. So the winter solstice is coming up. It will be next week, December 21st. And it is the official first day of winter, which, it's a gradual change. And the winter season is very important because it's a time of stillness where things slow down. And the purpose of things slowing down is to give you a chance to reset, to regroup, to reflect. And this is a great time of year to do self-reflection, goal setting, and setting intention for the upcoming cycle. Now, those of us who are practitioners or followers of the natural timing calendars, 13 moon, 28-day calendars, or the galactic calendars, or whatever calendar that, whichever one natural calendar that you follow, they all are based on natural cycles in nature and the time and frequencies of the earth. And the winter solstice is a very special event that takes place annually. And like I said, now it's the official first day of winter and is known as the longest night and the shortest day. So on that day, those of us in the northern hemisphere, we're getting less sunlight, and the nighttime hours are going to be longer, and darkness will come at an earlier time. And so that is spiritually significant, as the longest night being a nighttime, being a time of stillness, nighttime being a time of creation, a time of just resetting. And because when we go to sleep in the evenings and we're restoring our bodies, we are, getting rest, but also there's a lot of activity still going on silently inside of us, and also on spiritual realms during the nighttime hours. So this is symbolic. The longest night, the winter solstice night, is symbolic of us going within the darkness, the stillness, the darkness of creation, and preparing something new that's going to be manifested. So that is the purpose of that's one of the purposes of the winter solstice. So throughout history, people have celebrated and continue to celebrate the winter solstice and acknowledge it as a time of supreme stillness, a time to meditate and reflect and to prepare. And that's what we all should be doing if we are in striving to live in harmony with nature. Summertime is a time of fullness and abundance. Well, let's start with spring. Spring is the time of new growth, new beginnings, when people plant seeds, both physically and metaphysically, and prepare for new growth, new change, moving. That's a good time to start new projects. It's in the springtime. And the summer is like the fullness and the abundance and the harvesting of, or the growth of, the things that were planted in the spring. And then the fall is like the harvest season. It's a time to shed and let things go, just like the trees shed their leaves. It's a time to let go of things that don't serve you anymore, a time to let go of bad habits, and to a time of kind of like transitioning to going to the stillness and the resting or restoration period of winter. And then the wintertime comes. This is when some beings hibernate or migrate to warmer places, or just kind of slow down and conserve their energy and reset and do their reflection and preparing for the upcoming season. So each season has its own reason, if you will, or it has its own purpose and time. And so we want to strive to live in harmony with those purposes so that we can also gain the best benefit from each and every one of these seasons. And as being a conscious creator means that there is so much power in your creative choices and so much benefit when you start doing things from a place of power and not just just going day to day, just allowing things to happen and being a victim of circumstance. You want to be a conscious creator. And so during this time of year, this is a great time to do your intention setting, like actually sitting and reflecting prior to the solstice, reflecting on how did your year go? What would you like to change? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to let go of? And just sit and physically write it down. Writing is the first step. Spelling helps you to manifest and bring things into physical reality. So write down, set some intentions, set some goals. I do my goal setting on the solstice each year. I make a list of things that I want to do and accomplish, and check off or eliminate the things that I accomplished for the previous year, and just set those goals and work towards achieving them. So set your goals or your resolutions. This is a great time to do that. And just meditate and get quiet and still on that day, and focus and visualize those goals, those resolutions, those intentions that you set. That the best time to focus on that would be on the solstice. The solstice on a spiritual level is very, very powerful. Spiritual senses and awareness are heightened during that time. Many people say that the veil between dimensions is extremely thin, or almost non-existent during that time, or during, especially at night. But it is a sacred season of stillness and quiet, and this is how we should approach it, with a sacred reverence of that stillness and that quietness of that longest night, when we can reflect and create the new life, the new you that you want to become. It's a good time to start focusing on that and thinking about that. Another good thing about this time of year is my beloved friend Brother Manifest Ra, who's been on our channel, he brought to my attention that the winter season is the element of water. And we know water is life. Water is an energy form that is extremely powerful. If you observe water, water really is alive, is living. It responds to our thoughts. It responds to the things that we say. Water holds memory, and water is a sacred energy of purification and washing away things that are no longer needed and necessary. So this is another thing that we can focus on is the water element. And um, it's very powerful season. The winter season is also, I was told by someone else, yin energy is high during this time. So both water and the yin energy are both feminine. So this is a time of year that is more stronger feminine energy. And so focus on your own feminine energy within if you are expressing the female gender. If not, you can still focus on the divine feminine energy of the essence of water and what it means to go within and to be more passive and self-reflective during this time instead of being more active, which would be the opposite, or the yang energy. So let's focus on the yin energy and the yin essence of this time of year. There's so much cosmic energy going on right now in the winter season. It's so much more than just the weather getting colder, but the time leading up to the the solstice, and then we just had the portal on 12/12, which was this past Monday. So it's a lot that's happening, and this is one of the reasons that there are so many holidays or holy days this time of year. This is one of the reasons why, because there's so much cosmic energy in the universe, well, on the planet this time of year. Many people talk a lot about light during this time of year, which is so important, like the light of the world. You know, you see the Christmas lights, you see, especially the one on top. There's so many songs about light, and there's just so much talk about light right now. And the light um, represented during this holiday season is really should be us. We should be the light. We should be focusing on being the light in the darkness, or being the light on the longest night, creating our own light from within, that light that each and every one of us has. We as spiritual beings should be a living star. We should be the living star in our own lives and in each other's lives. And that's one of the things that we're focusing on with the light activation series on Heal Humanity, is being that light on the planet. There's so much negativity going on right now on the planet, and so many distractions, so much confusion, a lot of sinister things are happening, and we don't want to focus on those things, although it is very distracting even to myself, and it's very I want to say unsettling, a lot of the things that's happening. You know, I'm just hearing so much stuff, and I know you all probably are too. So we don't want to focus on that. And the only way we can really shift the negativity is just creating more of the kind of world that we want, creating more love, creating more happiness, creating more joy and peace on earth, creating more freedom and justice, creating the good health and the things that we want to see. And by being the gift, this is a season where a lot of people are purchasing gifts, buying, exchanging gifts and giving gifts. But try being the gift for a change. Be the gift. Be the light in your own life. Gift yourself with that. A lot of times people buy other people gifts, but give yourself the gift. Give yourself the gift of self-love. Give yourself the gift of um doing something better for yourself. If you didn't have such a good year in 2022, focus on what you can do different, what bad habits you can break, which good habits you can develop. No, let's focus on the positive. What good habits you can develop? What can you do differently so that 2023 will be different? And so gift yourself with that. Be the gift. Be the gift in someone else's life. There's so many people out here that are less fortunate than we are. And I know a lot of people struggle with their mental health and depression and unhappiness, and it's very real. And to help alleviate some of that, do something for someone else, do something kind for someone else, be a light in their life. Um, I know you may be hurting or feeling some type of way with depression, but there's always someone else that is doing worse, and they could use the love and the kindness from another person. Just a simple smile to someone, speak to someone, give somebody a hug, tell someone I love you, or tell somebody peace and blessings. Greet people differently. Greet yourself differently. When you arise in the morning, say something positive to yourself before you even step out of your bed, roll out of your bed. Visit someone that it lives alone. A lot of people out here are hurting and are masking it by, with the smiles and the image that they put before the world. And that's not really how they're feeling. So if you know someone that's having some struggles, or maybe it's just show a little bit more love and kindness to someone. Greet your elders, check on people, check on some children that you maybe have not seen, or some you may think, I don't know, need of some help or some support or just some extra love. Just be extra loving, be a living star in your own life and in someone else's life this holiday season. So make it a real holiday by spreading love, spreading the light, the light within. And you are the gift. Be the gift to someone else, and you'll be so surprised at how it will create blessings in someone else's life, how much it will even enrich your own life. Because as we focus on the as we focus on our own self-reflection and self-awareness and becoming better people, we're actually purifying and cleansing ourselves this time of year, and letting go and really focusing on being creators of the new and upcoming season. So just like this is the season of water, and water purifies and washes away, just focus in the next few days. I think we have, I don't know, well, I guess 7 days till the solstice. Focus on cleansing and purifying yourself and purifying your heart more than anything, so that you can, in fact, be that living star. Water also, moves over land and reshapes things. And so learn to go with the flow of life, which is something that I am really working hard on, learning to go with the flow of life. Because a lot of times we plan and others plan, and then the plan doesn't go as we plan, and that can cause frustration, anger, anxiety. But we have to learn to flow with life. Right now, a lot of patience is needed dealing with everyone. The pandemic 2 years ago changed a lot of people's lives and changed life for everybody in general. And just the time period that we're living in is so different, and it's so challenging for many people. And so greater patience is needed for ourselves and for each other. So let's try to also remember that and focus on going with the flow, flowing with the natural harmony of the season, flowing with love, flowing with abundance, flowing with peace, and just being at just embracing this time of year and looking forward to this upcoming journey of the new year that is coming. So learn to invite your inner light within you. Learn to work with your own inner light. Learn to work miracles and magic with your own inner light. And that's the main thing that this season is telling us, with the images of the stars you see everywhere, and in a lot of the decorations. Remember that that star is you. That is your own inner light. And so learn to work with it. Learn to create magic in your life and in someone else's life. Okay. So I hope this was very helpful. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I spend a lot of the time self-reflecting and making changes this time of year. And it's such a special time of year for me. And I hope it is for you as well. I hope you all start to acknowledge it and embrace it, and just look at this holy day season as a time for growth and a time for just restoration and reflection, and not so much on focusing on the external, but focus more on the internal, and learn to accept the presence of the divine within you and express it in your ways of communicating and interacting with others. So this time of year, let's focus on being a light bearer and a light bringer as we prepare for this upcoming season. I pray that each and every one of you is surrounded by love and light, peace and forgiveness. Peace and love, everyone.